The ongoing festive season, musical concerts at the Market Theatre, see some young meeting the old artists through having them share stages with one another. This weekend will showcase the young, talented vocalist Joel Zuma sharing the stage with legendary guitarist Madala Kunene. We've got Joel in the studio with us. Good to have you, Joel. Welcome to Morning Live.
Thank you so much. Good morning. I'm happy to be here.
Good. Now, this is your first, is this your debut?
This is my very first album.
Fantastic.
Here.
When
Yes.
the time is right. How's it going?
It's going so well. It's taken a lot of hard work, of course, pushing it, appearing on all sorts of platforms. But I like the fact that people are finally taking notice of it. I check that by the bookings I'm getting, the quotations, the this and that, the performances. And a lot of people that really buy the album and they go on Facebook and Twitter to tell me what tracks they like. And it's really amazing.
Fantastic. Well, that's so good. So you've obviously been in the music industry for a while, but is this sort of hopefully your turning point?
Definitely. I mean, I have been in the music space for a while. You know, I've performed all sorts of places. I've been lucky to even travel abroad. But mostly I've been doing musicals, I've been doing theatre shows and all of that. It's only now that I release my own album, because I've been writing this material for a long time. Yeah. And so finally, when the time is right, when the time has come through, you know, the material, people are receiving it well, and I really appreciate it. I hope people will continue to support it.
Fantastic. Well, I mean, besides that, I mean, the Market Theatre have been doing such wonderful shows by bringing new artists, older artists together. I mean, you're going to be performing with the legendary Madala Kunene. How are you feeling about that?
It's exciting. It's fantastic. I mean, first of all, I've performed at the Market as an actor, you know, doing Kwela Bafana last year. But now I've stopped a lot of theatre and I'm coming through with my band in the main theatre. The whole evening focuses on my performance and Madala Kunene, and I cannot be happier.
That is so nice. I'm so happy for you. How would you describe your music?
It's Afro soul, you know what I mean? You try not to put it in a box, but in terms of the genre, it's Afro soul. It's mostly love songs written in Zulu, recorded very live. Of course, there's some songs that are more inspirational than others, but really mostly I want to be the love crooner that makes people fall in love.
Oh,
you know?
with a voice like yours, I think you might just do it. It's one of those voices that just. But in terms of new albums, anything in the pipeline that you're already starting to work on?
Definitely. I mean, I have to write ahead as much as possible. I mean, it took me almost 10 years to write this. I've been writing it since 1999, you know, every time at night, and I was hoping to get the right recording deal. I'm hoping the style gets right, the right team and all of that, and I've got that great team. I'm very excited. But certainly I'm starting to work on the new album. While people are enjoying this one, I'm getting so much pressure. I'm like, well, the next album's got to be even better.
Yes, and that's the problem. It's just trying to keep up that standard and get better.
You can't stop.
What about your acting career? Because you said you've taken a bit of a break. Are you still going to continue acting while you do music, or is that something you sort of sidelining for a bit?
I'm just putting it aside for a little bit, because I have given acting quite a lot of time, 8 years of my career since I graduated. So now I feel the music needs to it takes a lot of my time, touring, promoting, all sorts of things. So I'm taking a little bit of a break. I mean, if it's something that won't take a lot of my time, maybe I'll do it. But a lot of that acting jobs I've turned down recently just to focus on Joel and the album when the time is right. It's my first baby. Fantastic. And I'm very excited about it. And
you've got to really nurture it. So that's brilliant. That's really good. So now I'm going to ask the obvious question. Joel Zuma. Jacob Zuma, our president, any relation? It's a question I'm sure you get all the time.
I do. No. I mean, we definitely related, because all the Zumas are related. Yeah. But certainly he's not my dad or uncle. In fact, I always say I wish I was a little bit more related to him. Maybe I wouldn't be so up early in the morning, you know, promoting my album. I probably wouldn't need to do that. Life would be easier, you know. I would say, come to my house and maybe I'll see if I can talk to you later.
I'll fit you in.
In my busy schedule.
All right. So related but distantly, perhaps.
Distantly, definitely.
All right. So Joel Zuma, who is trying to make it out there, but his debut album, I think, is really making inroads nicely. So if you've never heard Joel Zuma, best you stay tuned, because he's going to give us a performance in a very short while. This is ahead of his intimate concert at the Market Theatre tomorrow. There's still tickets available.
Definitely. Good. It's 8 o'clock on Saturday at Market. Be there, and be there.
All right. Okay, there you go. Joel Zuma performing for us right after this break. Stay tuned.